Joining us now is Clifford May. He is in Washington, D.C., the president of the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, a nonpartisan policy institute focusing on foreign policy. Mr. May, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Sir, what do you make of this particular development in Lebanon? Pretty interesting.
It's very interesting. We have more questions than we have answers. We don't know if, for example, she was fleeing from Baghdadi or she was on a mission from Baghdadi. We don't know whether she's willing to talk or whether she'll be coerced into talking by Lebanese intelligence and by Hezbollah, which is the most powerful military force within Lebanon, and which will very much want to know, since you have Hezbollah fighters right now in Syria confronting the Islamic State. So there's a lot of questions here and actually very few answers.
One suspects perhaps she doesn't have that much intelligence about operations and the like, but she would certainly have a wealth of soft knowledge, would she not? Where he stays, who his confidants are, that kind of thing?
Yeah, that's probably right. It's unlikely that somebody like Baghdadi, who is a jihadist and Islamist, would have a lot of pillow talk with any of his wives about how he runs the military show and what he's thinking of conquering next. It's possible, but sort of unlikely. But yes, she would probably know such things as whether he sleeps in a different bed in a different house every night, how far afield he travels. She may know other things regarding his habits. Good interrogators would have a lot of questions for her, and those questions might not seem to have a lot of importance, but they may be able to use it as pieces in a puzzle that they would try to put together so they understand more about him, about his movements, about who does advise him. And there are things that could be useful whether she knows it or not. And again, she may give this stuff up willingly, or she may not, but she may also be coerced into doing it. We don't know how they're going to treat her.
It's remarkable, actually, how little we know about al-Baghdadi, because we don't even know how important this woman is to him and whether or not he might make an attempt to get her back.
Well, he might. She was, as we understand, she had been imprisoned in Syria. She was given up in a trade for some nuns that the Islamic State had taken hostage. So she might be part of some exchange again. Again, it's also possible that she was running away from him, and she may not want to go back, and that may or may not be part of the calculation here.
So we don't know now yet, anyway, why she was traveling without her husband or family.
We don't know that. We don't know why she was going to Lebanon. I guess it was the easiest place for her to go, trying to get away, although the border between Lebanon and Syria is now fairly rigorously patrolled, because the Lebanese are very worried about the spillover from what's going on in Syria. There's quite a few refugees, obviously, but they're watching that carefully. No, we don't really know where she was trying to go and why she was trying to get there.
Clifford May, president of the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. Our thanks, sir.